Hey guys, so welcome back, and today we are going to do coordinate geometry questions. So if you did not review the coordinate geometry theory, I highly recommend you review this video before watching this video, because a lot of the concepts mentioned in that video are going to be discussed here, and we're going to need them to do these questions. Okay, so let's get right into it. So here we have a shape A, B, C, D. Okay, they gave us the coordinates of A, B, and C. They also show us that the lines in this shape are parallel. Okay, and they ask us to find the equation of the line CD. Now, if we look at AB and CD, okay, if we compare this line and this line, what we notice is that they are parallel. Okay, and remember, one of the conditions of parallel lines are they have the same gradient. So even though we do not have the coordinate of D, we could find the gradient of CD by simply finding the gradient of AB. So what we could write here is gradient of CD is equal to the gradient of AB, which is equal to, remember the equation is y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Okay, so let b be x2 y2 and let a be y1 x1 y1. So it will be 8 minus 4 divided by 3 minus 1, which is equal to 4 over 2, which is equal to 2. So therefore the gradient of AB is 2, and the gradient of CD is equal to 2 as well. Okay, now to find the equation of the line, it's very simple. All we have to do is we have the gradient now, and we need a point on the line. A point on the line is C. C is a point on the line. Okay, so we use the equation y minus y1 is equal to m multiplied by x minus x1. Okay, so we have y minus 0 is equal to 2, which is the gradient, multiplied by x minus 3. Okay, so therefore we have y is equal to 2x minus 6, and this here is the equation of the line CD. Okay, the next question tells us to find the coordinates of D. Okay, so we know that the equation of the line is y is equal to 2x minus 6. Okay, we know the point D lies along this line. So if you want to find the coordinates, we need an x value and we need a y value as well. Okay, now if we look at this, look at E. They both have the same y coordinates because they lie along the same line. Since they both lie along the same line, they both have the same y coordinates. Okay, it isn't rocket science. Okay, so they both have the same y coordinates. So we don't know the x value of D, but we know the y value of D. We know that at D, y is equal to 4. Okay, so all we do is substitute 4 here. So we get 4 is equal to 2x minus 6. Therefore 10 is equal to 2x. Therefore x is equal to 5. So therefore the coordinates of D are 5, 4. And just like that, we found the coordinates of D. Again, if you notice here, because if you compare the point B and the point C, they both lie on the same line. And since they both lie on the same vertical line, they both have the same x value but different y values. Okay, so the next question here now is, what is the area of triangle ABC? So look, we have it here again. So we know the coordinate of this one, C, was 3, 0. Okay, so we want to know the area of triangle ABC. So we want to know this area here. Okay. How do we find the area? Area of a triangle is equal to half multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. Okay. So this here would be the breadth. Okay. And this here would be the height. Okay. So don't overthink this, right? It's very simple. If we don't remember, we were given an equation to find the length of a line, okay? But we don't even need to use that equation here. Okay, why? Because the line that we are measuring is a vertical line and a horizontal line. So we're looking at the point B, which is 3,8, okay, and C, which is 3,0, okay. If we want to find the length of this line, we just have to find the difference in height because the line is straight, and the difference in height, okay, which will give you the breadth, is equal to 8 minus 0, which is equal to 8. Because here the value of y is 8 and here the value of y is 0, so therefore the difference between that is 8. So this is equal to a half multiplied by 8, and now multiplied by the height here. Now we're going to find this h here. Now again, this here is on the same, it's on the same horizontal line, okay, but we know the x value here at a is 1, 4. So at a the value is 1, 4. If we was to find the value at this point here, okay, if we was to find this here, okay, it would be, let me say we call our coordinate e, okay, e would have the coordinate, since it is on the same horizontal line as a, it would have the x coordinate of 1, okay, and it is basically at the midpoint between C and B, okay. So again, remember, if you want to find the midpoint, remember the midpoint is given by x1 plus x2 all over 2 comma y1 plus y2 all over 2. I already have the x coordinates, only to find the y coordinate. So it'll be 8 plus 0 all over 2. So the coordinate of E is 1 comma 4. Sorry, wait, hold on. Sorry, 3 comma 4. That's my bad. So sorry, this here is supposed to be 3. Okay, why? Because remember here, I made a mistake before, because they have the same y coordinates but different x coordinates, okay. Because they are on the same horizontal line, they would have the same y coordinates but different horizontal coordinates, okay. So again, since this is a straight line, we just find, since they both have the same y value, we just find the difference in their x values. So therefore the height would be the difference in their x value, should be 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. So multiplied by 2, so this will give you the area as 8 units squared, okay. Now we have a next question. Now our last question is, what is the perimeter of triangle ABC? Remember the perimeter, what we want to do for the perimeter is we want to add here, and add here, okay. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So we already found the length of 3. The length at 3 is equal to 8. Okay, So the length at 3 is equal to 8. Now, if we notice, based on this triangle, what kind of triangle is this? This is an isosceles triangle. Okay? So therefore, what we see in here is that the length at 1 is equal to the length at 2. So we don't need to find both, we only need to find 1, and then we can just multiply it by 2. Okay? And remember, we have an equation for the length of a line. So the length of 1, let's use 1, is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. Okay, which is equal to the square root of x2, which is 3, minus x1, which is 1 all squared, plus y2, which is 8, minus y1, which is 4, and we square this. Okay, so this would be equal to the square root of 2 squared plus 4 squared, which is equal to the square root of 4 plus 16, which is equal to the square root of 20. Okay, so we know the length of 1 is equal to the square root of 20. So therefore, the perimeter of ABC is equal to root 20, which is 1, plus 2, which is also root 20, plus 8, which is equal to 2 root 20 plus 8 units. And that is the perimeter of this triangle ABC. So this was a fairly simple question. So sometimes we overthink things, and we just need to take it one step at a time. Remember, you don't always have to use the length of a line equation, because if they both are along a horizontal line or a vertical line, you could just find the difference between their respective x values or y values, depending on which one it is. Okay. This was a fairly straightforward example where you learn different concepts. Just remember, the gradient of a vertical line is infinite, whereas the gradient of a horizontal line is 0. Okay, so that was the end of this lecture on coordinate geometry, and I hope it helped you all. And please look forward to the next video. Thank you.